Hey everyone, it's Matt here.
How's it going, everybody? This is your friend Will. We got a juicy topic for you today. Let's get started.
Welcome back to another episode of Savants Tech Talk.
Are you someone that is good at communication? You're aspired to work in the tech space, but you don't really like to code? Instead, you're very good with dealing with people. You're good at communication. Well, you may want to consider becoming a project manager. A project manager is someone that glues the business side as well as the technical side together. You're responsible for keeping track of the progress of overall product development. You play a very critical and important part in the overall success or failure of a product. And as someone who has worked in the tech space on both hiring as well as working alongside of other project manager, I've seen both the good and the bad side of being a project manager.
Quick pause right here. Are you a passionate software developer looking to hustle and advance your career in the tech industry? Then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel for all of the latest tips, insights, and advice in the tech industry. So let's have a look at what you can potentially make as a project manager. Now, according to Indeed, the average project manager in Canada makes about $80,000 per year. But of course, this depends heavily on your location, your experience, and of course, the industry you are in.
And as a project manager, your key responsibilities include coming up with project timeline, conduct meetings on daily and also weekly basis. Usually these are in agile terms referred to as daily scrums and sprint planning sessions. Identify potential risks as well as communicating with all the key stakeholders. And now let's look at what are some of the important things that you need to pay attention to in order to become a good project manager.
Yeah, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to listen to the stakeholders. You need to be able to factor in the opinions of all of the parties involved in the project, and you need to be able to communicate effectively with all of them as well.
As we mentioned earlier, the role of a project manager is someone that glues everyone together. As decision makers in the upper management, sometimes they get really busy and it's hard for them to keep track of the detail and nitty-gritty parts that happen in a project. That's hence why they need a project manager, right? A project manager is someone that acts as the intermediary between the upper management as well as the decision maker to the actual engineers and developers who are working on a project. There are different roles when it comes down to product development. There's the quality assurance analyst, business analyst, as well as the developer, and also the support team. So the project manager is supposed to be the person that communicate and facilitate the conversations between them. So it is important to listen to each individual stakeholder to make sure you have a clear picture of what individual party is up to and quickly quickly resolve any issues that come up, right? You don't necessarily have to be the person that solves the problem or solves the issue, but instead you want to be the driving force to resolve the issue as quick as possible.
As a project manager, you're going to be an authority of the project. So you're going to want to be an expert in the field of the project you are managing.
Right. This varies from sector to sector. Say if you are a project manager throughout your entire professional career working at a big bank. Now, it is much easier for you to make that transition compared to someone who have worked as a project manager in the retail sector. Because even though your day-to-day task may be different slightly, but a lot of the professional knowledge, because you have worked at big banks for so long, right, can be translated into the insurance type of industry. So sector-related specialty can definitely help you make career transition within the same sector, even though sometimes it's a different industry.
Another thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to follow agile methodology and host things like scrum meetings, for example, so that you can stay up to date on what everyone on the team is working on when it comes to the project, and also stay up to date on what issues each part of the team is facing.
Right. With the rise of agile methodology and practice, right now, it is a common practice among project management, right? As a project manager, you need to be familiarized with all the agile practice out there. And it may be beneficial for you to get a certification. One of the good certifications is, Certified Scrum Master. Your day-to-day task will be things like conduct daily Scrum meetings, as well as bi-weekly sprint planning sessions. Sometimes it can be weekly as well. These agile methodologies are the things that you need to get yourself familiarized with if you want to become a successful project manager.
And last but not least, you need to be able to bring out the best of your team. You need to know which people are best to allocate which work to.
Do you like to chase after developers? I don't think so. Or maybe you do. But if you do, then this is really the right job for you. Now you need to make sure that you communicate the message across in diplomatic fashion so that nobody is going to have any kind of hard feeling, or else you're going to suffer. Trust me. People are not going to want to do work, and the entire project timeline will go south. It's not good. You need to pay attention to the way you deliver your message to the developers as well as the management, right? Hence why, in order to be a good project manager, you also need to be good with your people skills, right? You can't be too relaxed because then everyone else will just chill and not get the work done. And you also can't be too confrontational because then people will just grow to have a resentment for you. So you need to find a nice balance. And that's the most difficult part of being a project manager. I feel like that's enough content for today. We need to spread this out into 2 videos, man.
So there you have it. Do you feel like these tips have helped you in your journey to becoming a project manager? Feel free to let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content.
Otherwise, stay happy and stay safe. See you guys next time on part 2. Pow.